Hello everyone, welcome to Record of Ragnatalk, the podcast about the manga and anime Record of Ragnarok, and today I have a special episode for you because I will be talking about the exclusive panel that took place this year at Anime Expo in Los Angeles, California. Normally I would be going to this convention, but for personal and financial reasons, I was unable to go this year. I'm absolutely gutted by that fact because this is likely the only, unless we maybe hopefully get a season 3, the only Record of Ragnarok panel ever that's going to exist, and I'm so upset that I couldn't be there. But I did get a videographer, paid some decent money to a videographer to film the panel for me, so I have exclusive footage of it. However, the rules of the panel state, and by their social media team, that you can film the panel, but you can't upload the footage anywhere. And they have always been good to me, and they have been quick to respond, and very open with me hiring a videographer. And so I have no intention to break that rule. So I will be keeping that footage for myself. However, I can show pictures of what happened there, and I can also tell you about it. I will tell you in great detail what went down. I just can't show you any of the footage. Just watching this panel and seeing so many people so excited for this anime that I love so much, it really does upset me that I couldn't go and be with my people, but alas, I'll have to settle for this. Part 2, episodes 11 through 15 of Record of Ragnarok, Round 6, is going to be coming to Netflix on July 12th, which is actually a week from today that I'm recording this. So that's awesome. Hopefully I'll be able to give you guys a review or some special upload then. They also showed a trailer. The trailer is up on YouTube. It was not exclusive to the panel. And to avoid manga spoilers for the anime-only viewers, let me just say there's a very important scene shown, at least a very important panel that got animated and shown in the trailer. That's very important for Round 7, let me tell you. They then brought the voice of Jack the Ripper, Jeff Leach, onto the stage. My God, I want to meet this man. I want to get his autograph. I have met Laura Post before at Otakon, but that was before I really delved into... Well, I was a huge Record of Ragnarok fan, but that was before I started the podcast. That was before I started collecting the autographs of all the voice actors, and I hope to see her again. But started off with Jeff Leach coming out, absolutely dripped to hell. I mean, the dude knows how to dress, just like Jack the Dripper. Jeff asked the audience if they wanted any tea, stating that it is tea time, which is one of the best lines from the anime. Laura Post then came out and talked about how the gods have fucked with humanity long enough, a line from season 1, and just amazing to hear everybody do their lines and just have a good time, and I'm so happy that everyone was able to attend this panel and have a really fun time with it. Laura Post talked about how interesting it is to play Brunhilde and how much fun she has, and an aspect she likes is that she's a halfling, a half-god, yet is on the side of humanity, even though it is said that she had fallen to them in the past, a backstory that we ourselves haven't even gotten really to see in the manga. We, of course, know Siegfried is involved to an extent in it and is playing a very big part, but we haven't seen the backstory really itself at all. So, Laura Post is in the dark about Brunhilde's backstory as we are, which is kind of to be expected. English voice actors do not get really as much insight into the shows as I think people expect them to. Jeff Leach, when asked about Jack the Ripper, talked about how it was playing such a complicated character and how it was figuring out sort of Jack the Ripper's story throughout his fight with Hercules. And he even mentioned the manga and how there's a lot more to Jack the Ripper in the manga. And I assume he's talking about his spin-off series, which expands on Jack the Ripper's background much further. And I think it's really cool that Jeff Leach is so into this role that he has expanded beyond the anime medium and is talking about the manga and even Jack the Ripper's spin-off. They were then asked what they have in common with their characters, if they have similarities between them. Jeff Leach jokingly answered that he does a lot of murdering. I can't imagine Jeff Leach has a lot in common with Jack the Ripper, other than both being from England. And Laura Post answered that she also notices people react strangely when she curses in real life, which is funny, and it's true because, we could spend hours with these voiceover performances and watching them, and swearing is so rare usually in anime, unless it's something like Black Lagoon, or Dead Man Wonderland, and to the point where we almost sort of assume that voice actors don't swear, but they do. They're people. Voice actors, at the end of the day, they are people just like you and me, and they swear, and we all swear, and it's funny to see Laura Post sort of acknowledge that people react strangely when she swears, and that she sends to voice characters that she thinks are cooler than she is, which, I don't know, I think Laura Post is pretty damn cool. When asked about memorable moments, Laura Post answered that she remembers in the Zeus versus Adam fight the extremely long swear line that she had to get and match the lip flaps for, and she had to do it over and over and over again, which I believe was the line talking about Zeus, that stupid fucking knuckle dragging over the hill piece of shit old bastard, which she didn't remember that exactly, which is fair. It is a lot to remember, especially when you were recording so many lines at once. Jeff Leach talked about how he remembers how he would sometimes creep out the director with some of his lines, and sometimes he had to rein in the crazy, but he knew he had a good take when the director absolutely got creeped out by his performance. They were then asked about their favorite characters that they were not playing. Laura Post said her favorite character was Buddha, which got a very nice reaction from the audience, a bit of a pop, and she likes how his attitude is very don't tell me what to do, sort of. And I can see why she likes Buddha so much. Buddha is a very, very fun character. He's a very popular character within the fandom, so I don't blame Laura Post for loving Buddha. Jeff Leach said his favorite character was Hulk, the Valkyrie that is paired with Jack the Ripper, and how Carey Walgren did such an amazing job with that performance, which she did. Carey Walgren's one of the best voice actors in the modern era, and it's no surprise, of course, she killed it in that role. Jeff liked how she was pretty much the only person who's able to rein in Jack the Ripper, that's sort of able to put him in his place and keep him in line, and how he likes strong women. And you know what, Jeff? And I respect that. I really do. It's also pretty cool to see Jeff Leach talk about the manga a little bit more, because he acknowledges that Jack the Ripper and Hulk sort of have their own little thing going on between the two of them. Okay, if I say it like that, it makes it sound like there's a relationship. There's no relationship, but there's very much this, they have a partnership. They sort of it's very tsundere, Hulk's very tsundere partnership with Jack the Ripper afterwards that we see during the fights with Buddha and Hades, and then Tesla, and then we haven't seen anything so far with Leonidas and Apollo fight, but that's just started at this point. So I hope we do see more of them, because they are a lot of fun. They then reenacted some popular lines. Really, they only reenacted two, one for each. Jeff Leach sang "London Bridge is Falling Down," of course, which perfect for Jack the Ripper. And Laura Post said it's party time, and she even did the little pose that Brunhilde does with the JoJo's fingers covering her eyes, and it's just so cool seeing them do that. Jeff Leach also talked about how he found the beauty of round 4 in the fact that even as Jack the Ripper was killing Hercules, Hercules still loved humanity, and Jack the Ripper was able to see the color of love that he had been searching for his entire life, which is one of the reasons I think round 4 is considered the best, at least so far, by the community, just because of how amazing the storytelling was. Not only just the action and the setting and the pacing, but how the storytelling was with Jack the Ripper and Hercules, and how their contrast in a way brought them together. Laura Post talks about how much fun she has with Brunhilde, and how much she also loved not just the party time line, but the introduction line where she taunts the gods and asks them, "You're all completely terrified, aren't you?" It is a really great scene, and it's fun seeing Laura Post enjoy recording Brunhilde so much because we enjoy her performance as Brunhilde so much. It's just great to see good vibes all around. They also had a bit of a quiz to win some prizes. Y'all know I would have aced that motherfucker. There were some easy questions on there on the quiz, and the voice actors called on people to answer them. And the first young lady that Laura Post called on was very excited and very happy and talked about how much she loved Laura Post's character, Brunhilde. And it was so nice to see just the love for this series continue to grow. The question was, which mythology is Brunhilde a part of originally? Like, what mythology does she come from? It was a multiple choice. The answers were either Greek, Egyptian, or Norse. If you don't know it's Norse, you haven't seen the series. You just haven't seen the first episode. You haven't read the manga. Very easy question, but so of course the fan got it right, and I'm happy for her. The prize that was handed out were autographed posters, and the second question was also another really easy one. It was, which weapon did Jack the Ripper not use? The answers were either his gloves, Mjolnir, or throwing knives. Bro, I swear to God, if anybody would think that Jack the Ripper used Mjolnir, I'd have lost my mind. So of course the person got it right, and it was very nice of Jeff Leach and Laura Post to stick around after the panel to take pictures with fans. Just goes to show just how cool these people are. And man, God, I hope to meet them one day, or meet Jeff Leach one day and meet Laura Post again. So that's pretty much what went down at the panel. Super sad I couldn't be there. Very sad. But, you know, maybe next year. Maybe we'll get a season 3. The anime was very, very successful. And, you know, maybe once the Leonidas and Apollo fight wraps up, we could get a season 3. Maybe. God, please. Maybe we could get another 10 episodes, you know, like we did with season 2 with... Nikola Tesla versus Beelzebub and Chin versus Hades. Please, God, I'm wishing for this in existence. If Black Butler can get a continuation after like a decade, if Bleach can get a continuation, if we can get a season 2 of Panty and Stocking, then by God, we can get season 3 of Record of Ragnarok. So everyone, tell your friends, force them to watch it, tie them to a chair, force them to watch it on some Clockwork Orange shit, and just, God, you know, let's boost these numbers. Let's watch this anime. Let's give it all the love it deserves. Thank you so much for listening.